Hello and welcome back to Sports Parent Solutions. My name is Brad Susi. You or your athlete had a bad game? Here's exactly what to do next. You've been there. You're in the car after the game. It's quiet. It's real quiet. Your athlete just had a rough one, or maybe it was you, and you're replaying every missed shot or mistake in your head. The frustration, the self-doubt, the moment when you wonder what just happened out there. We're talking about something every athlete and every sports parent will face eventually, the bad game. And let me tell you this up front, it's normal. It's not the end, and it might just be the start of something powerful if you know how to respond. In today's video, I'm giving you a step-by-step guide to bounce back stronger, not just as a player, but as a person. Because how we respond to failure, that's where the real growth begins. So let's dig in. The reality of the bad games are part of the journey. It doesn't matter if you're an athlete in the 5th grade rec league or you're chasing a college scholarship. You will have off nights. Your kids will have off nights. As a parent, you have an off night, and that's okay. But what matters most is what happens next. So today I'm going to walk you through 8 powerful steps to bounce back stronger mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I promise you'll leave this video with more hope, clarity, and tools than when you started. Even the greats have bad games. Ray Allen, arguably one of the best all-time three-point shooters in the NBA, played 153 games throughout the course of his career where he did not make a single three-point shot in those games. He also had another stretch of games where he missed 18 consecutive three-point shots over the course of 4 or 5 games. Tom Brady once said, "The reality of your career is overcoming adversity." And the only way to do that is to fail. To me, failure is amazing. So if the great ones have bad games, you or your athlete will too. That's not a reason to panic. It's a reason to prepare. The ones who succeed long-term are the ones who learn how to use the setbacks to fuel the comeback. You've all heard of the story of Michael Jordan, how he got cut from his high school basketball team, and he used that failure to propel him to become one of the greatest players of all time. Here we go. 8 ways to bounce back stronger. Number 1, let yourself feel it. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to be frustrated. You didn't play your best. That just means you care. It means that you're invested. But give yourself or your athlete a time limit to feel it and then release it. Don't pitch a tent and stay there. I remember when I had a bad game and I was ice cold. I was 2 for 17 from the field. I couldn't hit any shot. We got blown out. And I sat in the locker room after the game and I was just down and discouraged. I was replaying all the missed shots, all the mistakes that I made. And eventually my coach came over and pulled me aside and said, "One game never defines a career unless you let it." And that stuck with me. And what he was saying is, move on, move forward. Number 2, don't blame. Blame feels good in the moment, but it solves nothing. Whether it's the referees, your coaches, or your teammates, it's distraction. Ownership is where growth lives. When you take responsibility, you take your power back. Number 3, review, don't replay. Replaying every mistake emotionally just drains your confidence. But reviewing the game like a coach, that builds clarity. So watch the game film or replay in your mind what actually happened. Where was the breakdown? Was it physical, mental? Was I fatigued? Was it strategy? Be honest, but also be kind. You're not judging, you're trying to learn from this situation. Number 4, be solution minded by asking the right questions. So key is to have a solution mentality. If a bad game is a problem, missing shots is a problem, every problem just needs a solution. So shift your mind to solving that problem. Ask questions like, why did I keep missing short? Was I rushing? Was I nervous? What was my mindset before the game? Good questions open the door for new habits. This is where improvement begins, not in blame, but in curiosity of how do I find the solution. Number 5, get back to work and focus on your process. Reps are therapy. Trust me, get in the gym, do the shooting drill, and watch your mindset shift. You can't control the past, but you can control today. I can remember having bad games or being in a slump. I would go back to the gym later that night or the next day. And I remember walking into the gym just feeling frustrated and discouraged and down. Confidence was low. But after I went through my workout, went through my shots, went through my process, I remember walking out of the gym feeling more confident, feeling more prepared for that next game, for that next opportunity. Number 6, reset your confidence. Yes, actually watch your own highlights. It's not being arrogant, but it's reminding yourself of what is true. So many players today are visual learners. When they see themselves doing something well, it builds confidence. Okay? So you've hit big shots before. You've made those plays in the past. Watch those over and over and over again. And then it's going to boost your confidence to be able to go back on the court and perform those shots and execute at a high level. When I was coaching at the college level, player was in a slump. We would build highlight reels of themselves and tell them to watch it over and over and over again. And invariably, that process worked because it built their belief and their confidence back up in themselves. Number 7, parents, this is your moment to hear me. Your athlete already feels it. They feel like they've let the team down. They feel like they've let the coaches down. They might even feel like they let you down. Encourage them, remind them of the progress they've made. Highlight the hard work that you've seen them do. Speak life into them. Call them up to their potential of who they are. Be their rock, not their critic. Number 8, believe in the long game. They call it a process because it's not one game, it's not one moment. It is a process over a long period of time. One of my favorite quotes from a Hall of Fame coach was, throw out your best 2 games and your worst 2 games, and you're somewhere in the middle. Such great advice. All right, so don't ride the roller coaster. Believe in the journey. Every great player, every champion, every success story has a failure in the foundation. You've heard so many successful people's stories, businessmen, athletes, movie actors, actresses. You've heard about their setbacks and their failures. Okay, so it's not about avoiding those bad games or avoiding those failures. It's about learning to grow from them, staying with it. Final word, bad game, so what? We bounce back, now we get better, now we go again. Champions aren't made on the mountaintop, but they're made in the valley. They're built in locker rooms after losses. They're built in early morning workouts after rough nights. So keep showing up and teach your athlete to do the same. That's where greatness lives. Let's end it with this. One game does not define you. It doesn't define your child. What defines you is what comes next. Will you stay stuck or will you bounce back with purpose, humility, and grit? The best athletes, the strongest people are not the ones who never fail. They're the ones who refuse to stay down. So if you or your athlete had a bad game recently, I trust this gives you hope, direction, and a reminder you're not alone and your story isn't over. If this video has helped you, do me a favor, like it, subscribe, tap the bell so you don't miss the next one, and share it with another parent or athlete who needs this today. And then go over to sportsparentsolutions.com and grab our free guide of over 70 ways you can save money in this youth sports journey. Our number one idea will save you a minimum of $2,000 to $3,000. Thank you so much for watching. Keep showing up, keep growing, and as always, be encouraged and be blessed today. I'll see you in the next video. Great title, How to Build Your Own Basketball Workout That Actually Makes You Better. Have a great day.